Okay, thank you for joining this session. We will continue our discussion in the big data computational subject, and today we will more discuss in the one of the main component on the big data, which is the environment of the file system or of the or operating system that we call the Hadoop file system. I believe all of you already study about this before, based on the assignment before, and then I will try to recap that you has learned, and then we discuss more deep in the how the Hadoop distributed file system works, and what the relation and what is the process in the MapReduce itself. Yeah. So, as you know, I think you already know that the big data environment have the main component that we call the file system or the operating system, and because this is the environment that will run the big data process, it's been a lot of data in high volume, high velocity, and high variety will be processed in the same time or in the same process. So it's mean we need to have a spatial environment or big data environment that implemented in the operating system or in the file system. So we will learn about it and what is the distributed file system itself, and then we will learn about how the process inside the Hadoop distributed file system that we call MapReduce. I will share the presentation. So, and okay, so discuss about the Hadoop distributed file system. It's mean we will learn about a lot of parameter that we will discuss, and about some of the maybe the component, and also the several important things about the file system itself. So actually the Hadoop distributed file system is defined and well defined and well planned as the platform or the environment that will run the characteristic of the big data process, which is like a high volume, high variety, high veracity, and also high velocity. So in this case, we need a spatial case or spatial need of the file system. So we need to know that it is very different with the, for example, with the ordinary operating system, for example. So it's very different. Even the concept of the operating system or the architecture of the operating system itself is actually similar. Yeah. So that would be our discussion. Okay, so the next our discussion is, this is actually the component, the main component on the big data platform. When we discuss about the big data platform, actually is working on the two main process that generally run for the big data, which is the batch processing. We call it the batch processing, and then the stream processing. All the type of the processing has spatial or typical, very unique and typical processing type. Yeah. For example, for batch processing, it's mean we do the batch process. Yeah, we hold some of the data in one moment, for example, in the sum of time, and then we will run the collection of data that collected in the sum of the time. But in the stream processing, it's very different. In the stream processing, it's mean we run the process continuously without any hold time or delay time, and actually we try to to run in the very near real time. But yeah, of course, it's very impossible to have to have a real time processing, because data actually need to be hold. Data need to be, to be processed first in the pre-processing, in the queuing procedure and so on. So that we need to have that function. So it's mean if we do the big data platform or the big data operating system, we will deal with these two kind of type of the processing. So we will have software technologies to deliver the batch processing and of course the stream processing. So when we learn about the Hadoop, we cannot avoid the very historical moment that start from Doug Cutting and Mike Cavarella. These two guys is work in the Google actually, and they do in 2002 the Nuts project start. Yeah, they do the open source project, the initiation project, and then in 2003, Google published the GFS architecture paper, yeah, Google distributed file system actually, or Google file system. And then in 2004, they published the NUTS distributed file system. That it will be the initiation of the Hadoop distributed file system actually. And then also Google in that time published the MapReduce paper. So it's mean when we discuss about the big data platform in the historical way, it's starting the 2004, the MapReduce has been published, and then there is the starting point of the very exponential development of the big data technology until today. Yeah. So in 2006, the Hadoop itself is released as open source operating system that we call the Hadoop. Yeah. And then in 2008, Hadoop become a top platform project in Apache. Yeah, this is will be the Apache product. That's sometimes we call the Apache Hadoop. And then in that time too, Hadoop broke the record, the fastest system to sort terabyte of data. So in this case, yes, we have the historical moment that to sorting the terabyte of data can be worked and can be done by the operating system that can run very fast and very responsive. That we call it the Hadoop. And the Hadoop itself become the Apache product family. Yeah, so released in the Apache Hadoop. And then Hadoop also has been, packaged by the one of the biggest big data environment company, which is called Data. Yahoo also adopt the Hadoop itself for their main distributed file system that support the engine of the Yahoo search engine in that time. And then we also, implement for the cloud support that we have the Amazon Elastic MapReduce and also Google Cloud Platform. So in this case, actually, we can see that the big data. So that's the main reason why now today, like Google and Amazon, Yahoo, Cloudera, and so on, they have capabilities to do the very huge computation and very fast computations. At least like Google for search engine services, they have the support from the Hadoop file system. Yeah, of course, it's not maybe not the same as Hadoop file system that we have today, but at least the basic is same, and I believe they already enhance the capability in very extreme way. So that will be the challenge for us also. So this is the the variants and the development, the additional development on the head based on the Hadoop. Yeah, we will more familiar with the Spark, Nuts, Scoop, Hive, Mahot, and then Solar, Headspace, and etc. There's a lot of product family or technology family that run on the Hadoop because they will work together to develop the big data environment that can be run in very good way. Yeah. So that will be the important things. So today we will deep and discuss more about the Hadoop itself. What is the component, and then what is the why Hadoop will be we can call as framework, yeah? Not only just file system but also a framework, yeah, especially for distributed storage processing on the cluster-based commodity hardware. So yeah, it's mean the Hadoop is it's very ideal to work as frameworks, yeah, that establishing the storage that work in distributed, and also the processing will be distributed too. And of course, the form distributed will be used the cluster technology, yeah, and run in the commodity hardware. It's mean the commodity hardware is the ordinary hardware that we can run in the lab or in the campus on the company. So Hadoop itself have the component, the main component. They have the Hadoop common. They also the Hadoop distributed file system, their own distributed file system. They also the processing algorithm that we call it the MapReduce. And also they have the Yarn. Yarn is the resource allocation manager that distribute the load and then the resource that we need to consume to run the load. Yeah. So when we discuss about the Hadoop, it's mean we have at least the four main component, which is Hadoop common. This is the operating system, and then the distributed file system, the MapReduce, and the Yarn. Yeah. So the Hadoop architecture itself is actually consists of several layers. Yeah. So we have a MapReduce layer, which is the layer that deal with the processing layers or the processing step, and then the HDFS layer is the actually the environment of the file system itself. So on this case, each layer will be run in the specific way and in different way. Yeah. For example, in the MapReduce layers, they will deal about the job and task trackers and the job and the task things. And the HDFS layer will be deal with the node, which means the distributed point or the distributed node. Yeah. For example, from the HDFS layers, we will deal with the main node that we call the name node. Yeah. So we run into architecture of multi-node clusters. It means we have a lot of not only one PC or one server, but multi-server, and then every server will be the data node, and then one of the server will be the name node or the main server that will be orchestrate or manage the data node that involved in the file system. And then the main node also have the MapReduce layers that have the job tracker. This is the function to track the distribution of the job that will be distributed to the every node. So it's mean the job the tracker will have the task tracker. So every job that we distribute to the master and the slave node, it's mean as task, yeah, and tasks will be tracked to have the information that the status of the processing of the each of the tasks, yeah. So in this case, actually, what I want to say is the main function of the Hadoop actually distribute and manage the node that we work as one environment, and then will be allocate and then will be distribute the job into every node that involved in our environment. So of course, to have this this function, we need to have like a very good resource allocation, load balancing, and distribute the job in the very very equal way. And then of course the function is to to enhance the performance of the tasks. Yeah. So this is the first discussion about the Hadoop. In this discussion, the objective, if you know and you understand about the definition of the Hadoop, which is this is the distributed file system that have four main component, which is a common HDFS, MapReduce, and Yarn, and every component have their own function, and then all the function will be built as a framework that that the main function is from the storage distribution and then the processing distribution that will be interpreted is as the HDFS layer and then the MapReduce layers. And so if you have any question, please give your question in the chat, or you can ask directly to me. Okay, I will stop the recording.